Hey everybody, my name is Chris. I'm a proud Georgia resident and I'm feeling an obligation to make a video about something that means a lot to me as a hunter. And before I get too far into it, I'll be the first person to tell you, I am not a, hairy-chested, hard-beaten hunter that, is like John the Baptist living in the wilderness off crickets. That's not me. But I do love hunting. I take pride rather in what I do. It's a passion of mine, hunting and being just outdoors, hunting, fishing, all of that encompasses it. And I really take pride in being a hunter for three specific reasons if I had to hammer it down. Number one is enjoying God's creation. To be honest, I've spent a lot of time in the woods in hunting capacity and gone out with the intention to harvest an animal, and I didn't, because I just took time to appreciate what I was seeing, just seeing the creatures that God has created and just being able to take it all in the beautiful state of Georgia. And then number two is for the harvesting of the animal, right? If you know anything about me and the meat that's in my freezer, you know that I will give it away if you have never tried it before. If you've never had it before, I take great pride in being able to share that with people. And then the third one is actually the hunting itself. I find the actual activity of hunting to be challenging and both very enjoyable. I really like the idea of trying to do something that many people choose not to do, and knowing that it's going to be more difficult, knowing that there's going to be ups and downs, knowing that it's going to cause me to have to get up early and go out and find and scout and all that. Those are all great things that make me love hunting, the challenge of it. But with that, I think a lot of hunters fall into the same category as what I'm describing. They take great pride in being ethical and moral in their hunting. They take great pride in making sure that the animals are killed ethically, right? And also the conservation aspect of it. We don't want to just kill needlessly, and we also don't want to treat the animals in this great state disrespectfully. And I think a lot of hunters are in that category. Unfortunately, there's also several hunters who are not in that category, and that's kind of what I wanted to talk about today. And it brings me a little bit of hesitant, mind in it, because I don't want to come off and give my community a bad name in being a hunter in the state of Georgia, but it's also unacceptable, and I think people need to know about it, because if you know somebody doing these things, there needs to be a conversation. This is not okay. It's not acceptable for several reasons. But I'm just going to show you a few pictures across the state of Georgia that I have seen personally in my career, which is not working for DNR. It is not working for an outdoors, animal conservation or anything like that. It is just my job in being across the state and, specifically in an area within the state, which doesn't matter, but being across the state of Georgia and seeing it in several different counties, seeing this stuff is just unacceptable to me. So if you're not really sure about what you're looking at, what you're seeing is photos that I've taken at work with my own phone and my own, nothing, it's all mine. Photos that I've taken of several different locations of waterways within the state of Georgia where we have found deer carcasses, boar carcasses, even a dog carcass one time. I did not share that photo, it was rather upsetting, that have been dumped in the water. Several of these deer, sure, the carcasses have been processed and people have removed meat off of them and then thrown the carcasses. Several of these deer, antlers have been removed and the bodies were left essentially whole. And that is unacceptable. Unacceptable behavior of hunters to behave like that. That's unethical, it's immoral, and it's wrong. It just is. If you're a real hunter that takes pride in what you do, you don't do this. And the fact that people are doing this in the state of Georgia gives everyone a bad name. And so what is wrong with this is kind of two things. Number one, like I said, it's disrespectful to the animals that we are so grateful for. Many of us hunters are grateful for the opportunity to do what we do, but also it gives us a bad name. That are good hunters, it gives fuel to the fire that is anti-outdoorsman, anti-hunting. This kills the momentum that allows for us to take and harvest animals for our families and to put meat in our freezer to be able to be somewhat self-sufficient, right? And number two, which is the bizarre one to me, and it bothers me because many of the same people that are doing this are also most likely fishermen as well, and it's terrible for the ecosystem. You throwing a carcass like that, a full carcass, a whole carcass, a decomposing carcass into the waterway, spikes the oxygen level in it, it increases bacteria growth, and it leads, in many cases, these aren't, if you look, they're not rivers. These are streams and creeks that you're throwing this stuff in that, if you look, are teeming with life, and you are introducing parasites into this water, which is ultimately negatively affecting every other animal and fish that partakes within this ecosystem. It's hurting crawfish, it's hurting fish, it's hurting the deer that are drinking downstream. It's bad for all of them. And I know that in a couple of counties in the state of Georgia, we're having CWD become a thing. This isn't helping that either. Dumping carcasses all over the state is not helping anybody. And so, again, I know that I might ruffle some feathers. So all in all, the video that I'm trying to make, and to sum this all up, I just want to maybe empower you. If you know somebody that's doing this, if it's in your community, in your county, and again, I'm not going to go over all the counties that I saw this in, that's not the point. But the point of it is, I really think that if you know somebody that's doing this, please speak up, please say something, and just let them know, show them this video if you want to, but let them know, hey, I don't know that this is the best decision for our ecosystem and our state, and for us as hunters, making sure that we are behaving ethically and also being respectful to the amazing nature that we get to live in. So God bless you all. Thanks.